I missed this story. I think I missed this when it first happened because I can't remember covering it. But back in, oh, I think it was last year. Uh, yes. Well, at least the lawsuit started last year. So basically, way back when, there was a request by the Tennessee Attorney General. He requested information on patients of the Vanderbilt Trans Health Clinic. The patients claim that Vanderbilt failed to follow both federal law and its own privacy policy when it provided health information on more than 100 patients without notification. So basically, under HIPAA and all this, your doctor is not supposed to give out your private medical information to anyone except whoever you have told them they're allowed to. And it's usually like you have to sign a form and everything. Like if you have an emergency contact, or in order for them to communicate with your other healthcare providers, even, you have to sign like a release that says you're allowed to talk about my healthcare with this other healthcare provider or with this other individual. But apparently, the Vanderbilt Trans Health Clinic, this is a specifically trans health clinic, just went ahead and provided this information to the Tennessee Attorney General. The quote from Trisha Herzfeld says, "Your health, your sexual partners, all those things are things that can be discussed with doctors. And the fact that this information was given over to a government agency without any notice or attempts to make it anonymous is really desperately concerning to our clients." And I'm guessing that she is one of the, she's with the HSG law firm and one of the lawyers representing the patients. So now, of course, it's been over a year, and this is a class action lawsuit that was filed last year in July, where originally it was two patients sued the hospital over what they called the hospital's failure to protect their personal health information. So now more than a dozen patients are adding their names to the lawsuit, claiming the hospital released some of the most intimate details of their personal lives, including pictures of body parts, gender identity unknown to others, mental health information, and the identity of their intimate partners. There are two different types of class action lawsuits that have been filed. Yeah, like, Jesus, hold on. Like, this is some of the scariest thing. Like, you are relying on federal privacy laws, HIPAA, and I guess laws that protect people simply do not apply to trans folks. Like, I guess under the opinion that trans people aren't real is like, I guess it's not possible to violate our rights or something. Like, wow. So I can't believe I missed this, or like I can't remember covering it. I remember we covered something in Missouri where some lady, like, who was a secretary, made information available. But like, for these people, for this hospital to just be like, yeah, sure, here you can have this like intimate details, including like patient files that had pictures of their intimate body parts in them. Yeah, sure, Attorney General, you can just have that. Oh my God. We are so not safe. Two different types of class action lawsuits have been filed. One of them is by patients who claim they were told their records were released to the AG. However, they learned afterward that their records were never released. Now they claim this caused them unnecessary emotional distress. The lawyer says, "Our focus right now is on Vanderbilt's duty to its patients. It had a duty to let its patients know this was going on and to protect that information, and they didn't do it. The information was provided in response to a civil investigative demand from the AG's office related to what the office said was a, quote, billing issue." What? "Regarding trans healthcare in Tennessee, per the complaint." What? What do you mean a billing issue? Why do you need anything aside from the literal accounting information then? A spokesperson for the AG's office said the investigation was directed, quote, solely at VUMC and related providers, not at patients or their families. But the lawsuit said Vanderbilt should have, quote, pushed back on the AG's request for personally identifiable information. In a statement from VUMC on the recent lawsuits, the hospital said, quote, "No new claims have been presented in this lawsuit. We continue to maintain that VUMC acted appropriately and in accordance with state and federal law." Sure. Sure, babe. Sure. Sure. Mitternacht and I are here to ask you to hit like on the video, Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe. Click the bell if you feel like it. You don't have to though. Feel free to check out the other links in the description because I sell merch like this cute tank top. I'm running a GoFundMe to try to move 2,000 miles across the country to a place where I have rights. And I have a Patreon with, he's smashing his face against my face. Like, I can't, I don't understand justifying this in any way. Like, no, we acted accordingly. We, giving over pictures of your genitals to the Attorney General's office because of a billing issue. Yeah, that's in compliance with HIPAA, actually. Your sexual information and your sexual intimate partners, yeah, forking over that information was in line with HIPAA and federal and state law. Girl, you cannot be serious. Girl, you have got to be joshing me. You've got to be pulling my leg. Yeah, a great quote to bring up in this situation from Frank Wilhoit. The quote says, conservatism consists of exactly one proposition, to wit, there must be in-groups whom the law protects but does not bind, alongside out-groups whom the law binds but does not protect. Yeah. Like, cis people can do things that trans people can't do. And yeah, trans people are having their information collected and their names put on lists and stuff. And like their private sexual intimate details are being collected. And yeah, we're being bound but not protected for sure. Yeah, got to keep a list of all those not real people. Astounding. It's astounding. The cis, like, what do you call it? I know that when it's white people, they say the caucasity, like the audacity mixed with the word Caucasian. What, like, we gotta invent something for cis people, like the cis people plus the audacity or the gall or like, I don't even know. I'm trying to make this fun, but it's like, what the is wrong with you? The audacity? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, that's true. Yeah, name on a government list, gang, raise your hands. My name is on a list on Chris Kobach's desk. You, Chris Kobach. Like, I'm leaving your state. Have fun not getting my taxes anymore. Can we just hit reset? I just got done rubbing my eyes. Can we just hit reset on this timeline? I just want to hit the reset button. I just want to start over. There's got to be like a button on the simulation. Like the box that is holding the simulation. Can we just hit the reset button and like throw back to, like 20,000 years ago? That sounds good. Let's just throw back to 20,000 years ago. Thank you so much to all my patrons, but especially Tiago Nascimento, Mersh Rovog, Jack, Amanda B, Michelle Frateroli, Michelle Winter, Wellington Marcus, Danielle McDonald, DZXN, Ella Nobody, Pastel Infinity, Suzanne Maynard, Nova, Desi Quiche, Celeste, Athiette, Jamie Jam, Sojo, Bean, Kevin Young, Mr. Atheist, Liam Hodgson, Elizabeth Bartell, and Jericho.